Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Morrowind. And as you have probably already begun to realize, I pulled a little sneaky on you. So, at the end of the last video, I mentioned that I was going to get that belt enchanted off camera, and then when we came back, we were going to be in the house of our friendly neighborhood spy master with a drug problem, Mr. Caius Causades. But first, I noticed that the Ald'ruhn Mages Guild didn't seem to have an enchanter at all, so I ended up going to a place called Sadrith Mora, and they were able to get me my enchanted belt. So now I have the Belt of Lord Harkonnen, and if you understand that reference, then you have my respect, which levitate 1 point for 12 seconds on self, and should only cost 1 charge to use, which means I've got quite a bit of flight enabled in that belt. But while also looking for that enchanter, I ended up checking out some of the things that were on offer for bartering in the Mages Guilds. And I ended up picking up a few more potions of healing around here somewhere. Yeah, quality restore health, quality restore fatigue, exclusive restore health. But we also found upgrades to both our barrier ring. I believe the previous one was 5 points of shield for 10 seconds, and now we have 10 points of shield for 30 seconds. And also the engraved ring of healing that we've had for almost the entire game now is a an amulet of soothing balm, which is 3 to 12 points for 1 second. Before it was 1 to 5 points. So already, even if this thing is only giving me the minimum amount of health, it's still going to be slightly higher than the average health I was getting out of the previous ring. Which it looks like it's going to cost 1 charge and have 10 full charge uses, which is also going to be very useful. Yep, and the belt of Lord Harkonnen is giving me 20 full charges as well. I feel like there was something else that happened. Oh, right. And part of the other reason why you may have realized that something's off is because we are in the temple in Balmora. And that's because I remembered while I was doing stuff between videos that we finished the Pilgrim's Path. What brings you to the temple, layman? Have you been lax in your duties? Well, actually, I did the pilgrimages of the 7 Graces. Yes, you have finished the pilgrimages of the 7 Graces. I commend you for this. You are now ready for more challenging duties. Well, what do you have for duties? I do not have any duties for you. Perhaps you could speak with Endrin Lethan in Ald'ruhn, or Tharer Rothaloth in Molag Mar. All right. So I guess this is the extent of what I'm going to be doing.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Within the Temple of Balmora. But while I'm here, I do want to double check some of the other things on barter. Cheap restore health, that's not going to give me a whole lot. Fortify health is a terrible idea. This guy doesn't really have much.
Go ahead.
Jesus. Is there anybody up there? No. So, between the last video and this one, I also had spent a bit of time watching my friend Mortified Penguin play Morrowind for his Twitch channel, which is linked down in the description of every one of my videos. Because even when he's not playing Morrowind, his channel is still very fun for me to watch. But I'm pretty sure that somewhere... Here we go, recall. I vaguely remembered that he was in the Balmora Temple when he found these spells of Mark and Recall. Almzivi Intervention might be worth grabbing as well, because you have to actually know a spell in order to enchant it on an item.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
And you have a lot of books on barter and cheap restoration potions. What about you? What do you have? You have more spells. Fortitude. What about barter? The same cheap restorations and such. Now, I already have Mark and Recall, but it's only an 11% chance of casting either of them. Only a 9% chance of casting Intervention, but because I have Magicka that does not get restored by resting, I don't really want to bother trying to do any magic myself, except for water breathing, which is a definite 100% chance.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
So I'm just picking up those mostly for, you know what, give me back my Amulet of Stamina. I'm grabbing those just so I can enchant things with them later. Which, another thing I noticed from Morty's recent stream is that trying to enchant something with Mark or Recall is extremely expensive. I believe Mark alone, because it's a single effect, you would have to make 2 separate items, one with Mark and one with Recall, and so it would be something like 28,000 gold just for Mark on yourself, and I do not have anywhere near that. I could probably get closer if I started to abuse some of the Easter egg merchants in the game, but I don't really want to do much cheating in this if I can at all help it. But now, we are finally back to your friend and mine,
well met,
Caius Cassades. Are you here to discuss your orders, Climbs and Hides, or is something else you want? Well, you told me to go screw around in town for a while, so I'm back. We need an Ashlander informant. I have heard of a fellow in Ald'ruhn named Hasur Zain-Subani, an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes. Find out what Zain-Subani likes and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back to me. What can you tell me about him? Hasur Zain-Subani is an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader in Ald'ruhn. I'm not sure where to find him, but I'd try the Aldskar Inn in Ald'ruhn first. There's a more respectable place than the Rat in the Pot or the Council Club. What do you know about Ashlanders? I don't know much about the Ashlanders. Most people say they are murderous savages, but most people are idiots. I know they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of their tribes. I don't know why anyone would want to. Ald'ruhn. Oh, that's just telling me how to get there on foot. To reach Ald'ruhn from Balmora on foot, take the road north from Balmora to Caldera, exit Caldera through the northwest gate. Though Ald'ruhn is nearly due north as the racer flies, the road swings far to the west to avoid the ash wastes, carving around at last to the east, even southeast, before approaching Ald'ruhn. It is a long trip through desolate lands and easy to get lost if you leave the road. Alternatively, pay for passage on a silt strider. Oh boy! Alright. So, that is our next part of the main quest, and I believe the next spot, I have quite a few lockpicks on me, actually. Yeah, I've got 7 apprentice lockpicks. I was thinking of stopping by in, the Council Club? Is that what this is called? Yeah, the South Wall Corner Club. I was going to stop by there to pick up more lockpicks, but I don't really need to. But yes, so I believe the next steps on the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild will be in Ald'ruhn. I'm not sure about the Thieves Guild, though. And this guy is steadily working his way down the stairs. Good day, Outlander. I'm Balmora's Caravaner. Tell me your destination and I'll tell you if I can help you. Take me to Ald'ruhn. Damn it, the ash storm is still going on. And in the past couple of videos that I just made, in which we went to the Ghost Gate, I did actually lower the volume of the game. And so, what is this? The Ald'ruhn Council Club. What are you? The Aldscar Inn. Maybe someone in here knows.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Maybe somebody in here knows what that guy is into. Welcome to Ald'ruhn, Climbs and Hides. New here? If so, I can tell you what services are available and where. Well, how about your information on Hasur Zain-Subani? The trader? He'll be downstairs reading, or in the back room below the bar. Well, I don't need to know where he is. I want to know what he likes.
Speak quickly.
Alright, how about you, Skeetull? Pleased to meet you, Climbs and Hides. I'm Skeetull, commoner. Welcome to Ald'ruhn. What can I do for you? Tell me about Hasur Zain-Subani. Same thing as the other guy said. What about the innkeeper? Good day, I'm Buderi Ferrano, publican of the Aldscar Inn here in Ald'ruhn. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services, or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help. What do you know about Hasur Zain-Subani? He's a trader, and a wealthy one. He has his own room here. He was born an Ashlander, and knows their speech and custom, and has grown rich by trading with them for the things prized by Westerners. Is that what you wanted to know? I wanted to know what
Tell your friends about this place.
What he was into.
This better be important.
You know, me getting past you is what's important. I'm
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
I'm pretty sure that is our friend Zain-Subani, but I don't think you can just straight up ask him what he's into. Good day, Climbs and Hides. Can I help you find your way around Ald'ruhn? Is there a specific place you're looking for? No, I want to know your info on Hasur. The trader? That's him over there. Thank you. Jesus. Welcome to Ald'ruhn, Climbs and Hides. I'm Merthieri Laclip? That's a weird name. Farmer, are you new here? I don't believe we've met. God damn it.
What's this regarding?
Alright, maybe I can talk to him directly.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
I think it's lovely, and you have a great hair. I am Hasur Zain-Subani, Climbs and Hides. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak it, for I am at leisure, and would prefer to be alone with my thoughts. Price on my head. Does he work with a thieves guild? What can you tell me about you? I am a retired trader. I am well-traveled and a man of letters, but I am proud of my Ashlander birth and heritage. Business? I see. You wish to learn of Ashlanders from me. And what is it that you wish to learn? Well, first, what are your gift-giving customs? A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers, and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate, and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing, and subtle, with great risks. For the test of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Well, what about thoughtful gift? Yes, a gift that shows you have taken care to learn something of the receiver. For example, I love poetry. No stranger would be expected to know this, but a book of poetry given to me by a stranger shows the giver respects me and has made a special effort to know and please me. But now I have answered your questions and would like some time to myself, if you will excuse me. All right. So, I guess we do talk directly to him and find a book of poetry now. Let me get out your way by jumping over the banister.
Probably. What do you want?
Hello, sir. Welcome to Ald'ruhn, Climbs and Hides. New here? If so, I can tell you what services are available and where. Well, I'd like to know where the traders are. House Redoran services are in the Manor District under Scar. Temple services? The Ald'ruhn Temple is on the east side of town. Go to Fort Buckmouth south of town for Imperial Legion and Imperial Cult services. The Fighters Guild and Mages Guild are near the south gate. Pricey but high-quality clothier, alchemist, and enchanter shops are under Scar as well. You can get more reasonable prices, but a smaller selection from the smith, clothier, trader, pawnbroker, and bookseller near the entrance to Scar. The hell is Scar? Scar is the shell of the Emperor Crab, Outlander. The homes and shops of the Manor District are under Scar. Alright, so Ald'ruhn has a really giant shell-shaped building, and I believe that is what he's talking about. Yeah, that huge-ass building over there. But I am looking for a trader,
This better be important.
which I believe is going to be out here. Bookseller. Here we go. Well, first, I'm going to look through your books to see if there's any that are expensive enough to be ones that might give me
I
some
suppose you're
skill
looking for a
ups.
tavern. I'm sure I can help you.
The mirror. Alright, that's all that's down there.
Go ahead, stranger.
Give me a minute, I'm browsing.
What now?
Just trying to walk by, guy. Oh, this is like... Alright, down here is actually where this guy lives, so it's not going to be giving me much help in the book department. I wish that guy would friggin' land.
Yes?
Good day, Climbs and Hides. Can I help you find your way around Ald'ruhn? Is there a specific place you're looking for? Here we go. Hasur Zaintabani. Yes, the Ashlander Trader. A bibliophile, which means he really likes books. Doesn't mean he gets off to books. Likes poetry. I have a few volumes here, I believe. Words of the Wind, Ashland Hymns, The 5 Far Stars. Around here somewhere. Words of the Wind, Ashland Hymns, 5 Far Stars. Ashland Hymns, 35. W is going to... Word of the Wind, 45. And the 5... There we go. The 5 Far... You know what? I give him Words of the Wind. And I've got nothing on me probably worth selling. Yeah, Pilgrim's Path. I don't think I need that anymore. And I'm pretty sure it's a fairly easy to find. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize he's got scrolls. Light, shield, invisibility, and levitate. That might be useful. 500 points of levitate. That flies real fast. The higher the amount of levitate is cast on you, the faster you move. So this belt I made, it's only 1 point, so I'm going to move extremely slowly, but it's still for 12 seconds, and I have 20 uses, so I will still be able to get pretty far before I'm out of juice on it. I'm going to keep the Pilgrim's Path and put it off in my storage corpse back in Balmora eventually. Looks like he didn't have much in the way of books that can get my stats any higher.
Yes, sir.
And, yep, is back to the inn. And he is upstairs and then in the basement.
If I can help, I will, but
Go ahead,
don't
Outlander.
take too much time.
What do you need?
Yes, what is your business with me? Business. I believe I've answered your questions about choosing a thoughtful gift. What was your business with... That was your business with me, was it not? Thoughtful gift. This is a gift for me? I am amazed. A copy of Words of the Wind, the words of the Blessed Mothers. I gratefully accept your gift. My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you, and I honor your courtesy, Climbs and Hides. It would please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult? Tell me the cult first. They worship the great Ashcan and Hortator, Nerevar Moon and Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarves and banished the treacherous Dagoth-Ur and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Urshilaku do its followers have any influence. Others Ashlander's tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nerevarine prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. What about the Ashlander worship? All Ashlanders in a tribe, young and small, are born into the ancestor cult of their clan. The Nerevarine cult is different, though, and is a very small cult, with only a few wise women with the gift of prophecy and a few holy warrior heroes who guard and protect the seers. Sol Matul, Ashcan of the Urshilaku, is the warrior protector of the cult, and Nibani Mesa, also of the Urshilaku, is the oracle seer of the cult. What about the Urshilaku themselves? The Urshilaku are the Ashlanders of the Northern Ashlands and the West Gash, in the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashcan Sol Matul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader, and the warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. The Urshilaku camp moves with its herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. Alright. Urshilaku camp moves with its herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts, north of the village of Margan, on the northern coast of Vardenfell. Tell me about the prophecies. I have heard it said that the prophecies foretell the return of the reincarnated Nerevar, who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands, and who shall cast down the false gods of the tribunal, and restore the true worships of the ancestors. It is a dream that would appeal to every Ashlander, but it is a thought for a silly ancient legend, and little more, by many Ashlanders, including myself. What have I not clicked on? Ashlander worship? Oh, I didn't click Ashlanders. There is too much to tell. Here, take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult, but most of all, if you are visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask about the Nerevarine cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nerevarine cult is their hatred of foreigners. Alright, so I got his notes, and my journal has been updated. Courtesy. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashcans, tribal chiefs, and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. What about challenges? When challenged for sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges come from offense given in speech or action, and may represent customary formal challenges of status or ritual. Alright, so I have that stuff. So what is his notes? How long are the notes? I think I could get through that. Alright. Zain Subani's notes. The following are notes on the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult prepared for you by Hasur Zain Subani. The Ashlanders are the direct descendants of the Aldmeri people who followed the prophet Veloth into the lands we now call Morrowind. The Ashlanders retain the modest nomadic lifestyle and simple ancestor worship of their forebears, and despite the soft lives and decadent worships of the settled Great House Dunmer cultures. The wastes are harsh and unforgiving, and we are a hard people. But there is a beauty and honor in our simple lives, and the snobs of the temple and great houses are fools to dismiss us as crude savages. Ashlanders and foreigners. Most Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At the very least, Ashlanders wish the foreign devils would leave them in peace. Ashlanders think it shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. Ashlander courtesy. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Particularly careful about ash cans, tribal chiefs, and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. Okay, this is actually just a quick list of all the different things that I just read out. Yeah, so this is just his words on all the different topics I just said. I wonder if I have to go through them all normally with him, and then on the last one he'll give me the notes, or if I just could have gotten the notes by asking him about the Ashlanders themselves. Alright, so that looks like my section of that quest is complete.
What, Outlander?
But before I leave the area, I do want to check in with, well, there's the temple. There's the Whoa, what did I do there? You know what? Let me adjust a few of these windows. Give me a little more map room. A rat in the pot. Fighters Guild, Mages Guild. Alright, so straight south and loop around the big thing. South. I actually don't know if I've got high enough stats in the Mages Guild things in order to keep working for them.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh? Hello, hi. That is nice to know, meet you, Climbs and Hides. For a second, I thought you were the courier with a message. That is, with word of, my airship. Wait, is that it? Up there in the sky, there. Oh, no, it's just, Cliff Racer. Yes, airship? I built an airship, you see. Quite a beautiful craft, if I may be so bold. Some scavenged Dwemer equipment, parts, and a few, long-lasting levitation spells. Very clever. A capital idea, I know. Even hired a gang of, well, a crew, I guess you'd call them. They were to fly far, far to the north, away from the dust, to Solstheim. I paid them rather well. They were to locate Hrothmund's barrow and find me a certain, item. Hrothmund's barrow is a grave, well, crypt. It is said to lie, that is, the barrow is at the eye of the wolf. There's a formation, you see, rock, ice, that sort of thing, shaped like a wolf. The wolf that killed Hrothmund. He's said to be, entombed at the wolf's eye. It's only visible from the sky, or, well, an airship. That's why I built it. Built the airship, hire the crew, they find the barrow, and recover the amulet. Then they bring it to me. Perfect plan, I thought. They were to recover, that is, bring me a special amulet. According to stories, legends and such, Hrothmund was quite the, well, he had plenty of lady friends. He was ugly, too, ugly as a troll, but he had a magic trinket. He wore it. The Amulet of Infectious Charm, it was called. By all records, he was buried with it. That's why I built the airship. I hired the crew. I must have that amulet, Climbs and Hides, but there's been no word. I worry. I fear the crew has failed me. Did they fly off course? Or maybe they found the amulet and flew away to meet women. No fair maiden could resist a man with the Amulet of Infectious Charm, in an airship no less. Say, I don't suppose you're, well, for hire? I could pay you greatly to find my airship. I need proof of what has happened to it, of course. Evidence, as it were, just to be sure, and of course, to bring me the amulet. I need that amulet. You have a deal, Lewis. I'll head to Solstheim. I'll bring back some evidence that shows what happened to your airship and recover the Amulet of Infectious Charm. Oh, well, that's fine. I understand. Wait, did you say you would help me? Why, that's splendid. Oh, I mean wonderful. As I said, the airship was headed north to Solstheim. The Amulet of Infectious Charm is, well, it's supposed to be at, that is, Hrothmund's barrow, at the eye of the beast, the wolf, I mean. But you must say the wolf's name to enter. say Ondjaj. Ondjaj? Probably Ondjaj if it has to do with Nords. Answer wrong, and the barrow will be sealed forever. Alright, I'm actually going to write that down then. O-N-D-J-A-G-E. Alright. So, now we have another quest, this time to go to Solstheim. And then we have the Mages Guild of Ald'ruhn. But it looks like I'm actually out of time for this video. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.